Measuring the same wall with a ruler gave a perfect right angle, but moving to another spot, the angle somehow shifted to obtuse. When the man noticed this oddity, he pulled out a tape measure and took the dimensions of his living room. Then, stepping outside, he measured the exterior of the house as well. To his shock, the inside turned out to be 3 meters larger than the outside. But this strange discovery had its roots 3 days earlier. Jack had recently bought a secluded villa in a remote area. When he and his wife first moved in, they were quite pleased with the place. After inspecting every corner of their new home, night had fallen. That's when the unsettling events began. Jack started waking up from nightmares every night. Frustrated by his restless sleep, he would head to his study to write, only to find a mysterious line of text had appeared in his notebook, urging him to leave the house immediately. Just as he tried to make sense of this, he heard the sound of a door closing behind him. When he turned around, there was a door in the wall that hadn't been there before. He cautiously opened it, revealing a staircase leading down to the basement. As he descended, he stumbled upon a disturbing collection of hidden cameras and surveillance photos of him and his family. In one small, dimly lit room, he found his daughter, but she had already drowned. Overwhelmed by grief, Jack suddenly snapped awake, realizing it had been just another nightmare. The next morning, as he called for his daughter to come play outside, he made a chilling discovery. She was nowhere to be found. Rushing to the door she had just passed through moments ago, he found only her freshly discarded clothes on the floor. Fear struck him. Something was terribly wrong. He began frantically searching the house, only to realize its structure had inexplicably changed. Opening a door on the second floor somehow led him back to the first floor living room. Hallways twisted and stretched like a maze, and when he looked back, the corridor behind him had inexplicably grown to 50 meters in length. Meanwhile, his daughter had encountered an old man in the labyrinth-like corridors, sending her into a terrified scream. Jack heard her cries and burst through a nearby door, only to find himself back in the living room once again. But this time, he finally spotted his daughter on the staircase. Grabbing her hand, he decided they needed to leave immediately. But with their car gone, their mother had taken it, they had no choice but to set off on foot into the darkness. They walked for what felt like hours, until they finally saw a light ahead. Relief turned to horror when they got closer, realizing they had somehow returned to the same villa they had just escaped from.